Hey, what's up guys? It's me, Eric B, and welcome back to the channel. In our last video, we installed some Rizoma Stealth mirrors on the RS660 here, and when you do that, unfortunately, you lose your blinkers. So as you can see on the stock mirror here, this is where the blinkers are located. But in order to fix that, we got some blinkers here from Rizoma. I'll leave the product description and info and stuff like that down in the description below. But what we're gonna do is, we're just gonna go ahead and get these installed. I'm gonna show you how all that works and everything, show you what the end product looks like. Should be a fairly easy install. But without further ado, let's get started. All right, so before we get started, here is everything that you're gonna need. So here are all the blinkers. The LED light unit is what these are called. You have everything in the box that you need. So what happens is these unscrew from the bottom portion here and then the actual LED. And then you got to get the mounting kit. So they'll screw on to the mounting plate here, and it uses 3M adhesive, which will stick right on the bottom right under there. And then you will have to get specific connectors for your bike. So for the RS660, we have some connectors here that'll connect directly to the bike. And other than that, guys, let's get started. All right, so before you get started, you need to find a suitable location to place these lights. And on this bike, I think right up under here is gonna be a good spot for them. It's gonna be good visually so you can see them, and you don't have to worry about putting them down on here because you do have these screws and everything. So when you remove the fairings, the lights could get in the way. So this is probably going to be the best location to place them. In addition, you're gonna wanna make sure that you clean the area really good before you stick the 3M tape on there, because you don't want that prematurely coming off in the future or anything like that while you're riding. Okay, first things first. So you have to take the actual blinker here and get the mount installed onto this. So this is what your mount looks like while it's, not connected. It has a 3M tape here on the bottom. So what you're gonna do is, and also you'll have this little tool here in the package with it and everything. So you're gonna need a 10mm wrench. So you need the wrench and you're gonna need this. What this is gonna do is go onto the front of the blinker here. It's gonna, fall into the grooves. And then you're gonna take your 10mm and that's gonna go on the little nut that's right here. I don't know how hard that is to see, but right there. So when you start off, let's see if I can get one that doesn't have okay. So when you start off, obviously you're gonna have it, like this. You're going to have to pull. It was kind of confusing at first, but just work with it. It'll work. You'll have to pull this rubber grommet off. So just push it back through. Don't pull this this protective wire cover off. Just slide this off over the black piece all the way off. Once you do that, you're then going to take the washer and the nut. You're gonna slide that off as well. So everything is slid off. Then that makes it easy, or really the only way to take the mount, and then how you're gonna have it mounted, it's gonna be up like that, up on the bike. So it's gonna be up like that, right? So you wanna make sure that that goes on the correct way. So then basically all you're gonna do, you're gonna take that mount, you're gonna, put the wire through, slide it all the way up, and then you're gonna take the washer and the nut, slide it all the way up, and then tighten it onto here. So it's gonna sandwich the blinker itself, the washer, the nut. It's gonna sandwich together, and then you're gonna tighten it. That's when you take the 10mm wrench on the nut side, and then you're gonna take that little tool and put it on the little light side here and tighten everything down. Don't give it too much force because you don't want to break anything. Once you're done with that, take that rubber protective grommet, slide it back on, and then that's gonna go over the nut here, and that's just basically, if I can even get that on, it's gonna just go over it like that. Obviously we'll get that better once I don't have the camera in my hand, but you'll slide that on, and that just keeps water and stuff like that out. So once you get that piece done, then we can move on to the next step. All right, so what you're gonna do next is you're gonna have to find the portion in the instructions that show whatever bike that you have. In our case, we're working with the Aprilia RS660. If I can get this to focus, and you gotta find out what schematic it's gonna use. Ours says OEM. It says OEM right there for the front. And if you go back to the schematics here, there's different schematics that show what you need to use for each bike. And as you can see, you get these, I don't know what these are called. They're like some sort of like transistors or capacitors or something like that with a bunch of connectors on it. and there's a bunch of different schematics and things like that. So depending on if it needs it for the front or the rear, it's going to tell you in that diagram I showed you in the instructions that, hey, you're going to use schematic 1 for the Aprilia, or you're going to use schematic 2 for, you know, if you have a BMW or something like that. So in our case, it says OEM. So OEM, all it is these two connectors that connect these connectors to the bike. That's basically all you need. So what we have to do is, it comes with these little butt heat shrink things right here, and I can't get this thing to focus to save my life. There we go. It comes with these right here. My kit did not come with these ends here that I need in order to plug into those right there. So what I may have to do, since I don't need this portion here, I may go on ahead and cut these off. I may go ahead and cut these off and splice them, and then use that heat shrink connector, connect it to these, and then go ahead and connect it to that. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I will show you what that looks like here in just a moment. All right guys, so I just wanted to show you, I went ahead and took the connector that comes in the kit, as you can see right here, just showing you that. Go ahead and take it and plug it into the bike right up in there, and then I got the blinker and everything. I wanted to test it out before we actually get it all connected and everything to make sure everything works. So basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the two connectors here. Basically you're gonna take those little butt connectors that come in the kit. You're gonna splice the wire a little bit so you got some wire showing. And then what I had to do is I had to cut the wire from this right here, because my kit did not come with the little connectors on the end. So either way, you can go buy some connectors from somewhere, or you can just cut those and use them, because you're not gonna need them for the RS660. And basically, once you heat those up and solder those wires together, you can connect that, and then go ahead and do a test real quick. Voila, we have a light and it works just fine. So now that that is good to go, I will route everything back through, going ahead and get the 3M tape on the bottom, show you how that goes, and get everything buttoned up. All right, what you want to do next is go ahead and take this 3M surface cleaner. You want to go ahead and get up in there and wipe that off. I'd actually clean that off with a rag or some cleaner and stuff first to get the initial dirt off, then take that cleaner and go ahead and give it a second wipe down. And then you're gonna have to take the cable here. So you're gonna take this cable, and then what you're gonna do, you're gonna route it up through the middle there. You'll find the opening right through there. So let's see if I can stick my hand through. Yeah, right through here. And you'll just route the cable up in there, and then this cover will cover everything up, so you won't be able to see the wire pushed up through there, which I'll show you that here a little bit later on. And then in the kit, you also do get these little sticky little wire hanger holder thingamabobbers, whatever you want to call it. So you can place that on the inside wherever you so choose to put it, in order to keep some of the wire from hanging down. And then from there, you're gonna have to come up with your own way how you want to hide the rest of the cable, so there's nothing hanging down or anything like that. But once I'm done, I will show you how I have mine, and yeah, we'll just roll with that. So let's keep moving. All right, so here we go. I have this side installed, as you can see. See what it looks like right there? Not too bad. I wanted to have it out just enough to where you can kind of still see it from the side and everything. And if we look under there, you can see how I have it. So let me get a better angle here. All right, so I got it stuck up right there. You can see where I have the little cable clamp right there on the side. I may get another one later on just to add to the bottom of that, just so, you know, it's a little bit cleaner, but not too bad. And like I said, you want to make sure you clean that surface off real good with the alcohol pad. Clean it off initially, get the dirt off, then clean it with the alcohol pad. And then you do get this primer in the package as well, so you want to make sure you use that primer on there so the adhesive sticks a little bit better. And then let me go ahead and turn it on for you guys so you can see what it looks like. All right. And there you have it. What do you guys think? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the other side. So basically, the other side is gonna be the exact same that we just went through. And I'm gonna put the plastic piece on here on the top so you can see that. And other than that, guys, once it's complete, I'll show you the full finished product. All right, sorry for the bad lighting, guys, but hopefully you can kind of see what's going on in here. You can see where I have some of the cable tucked away under here. And then what you're gonna do is you're just gonna go ahead and get your little plastic cover here installed. And boom, just sits right down in there. Because that Phillips screw head will go right there. And then you gotta put your other two Allen key sets right on there. Make sure that stuff is kind of hidden down in there. And you will see the connector right here. It's still gonna be showing. You're still gonna be able to see that, but just all that excess wire and everything will be covered with that. And that is it. I'm gonna go ahead and get the screw in there, button this up, and that is it. We'll do the other side and be done.